They cancel sports, but I tell you what, 3-man weave ain't get canceled. We gonna figure this. We gonna go on the fly.
Free agency legit over. Like,
but okay, so it's legit over. Free agency's legit over. Like
it ain't legit over because I mean,
yeah, there's still people out there.
Yeah,
Denard, his whole shit got canceled, and Clowney still thinking he gonna get a big payday. So
who would you say has won free agency up until this point?
The Cincinnati Bengals fan base.
That's true though. That's true.
No, like I'm dead ass serious.
You don't see me denying it.
Like
I'm with you on this one.
I think the Bills won.
Bills have done. They have had a solid free agency period. Who else?
And I think with the Bills, just to kind of, before we pass that on, like they address some early needs that get them solidified players, and then they can just kind of go best player available in the draft now. Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse you.
It's damn Corona. It's Belgian.
Actually drinking Corona. Like, I can't believe you. I'm done with Coronas.
Yeah, I'm sure their stock has to be plummeting.
God, dude, I'm straight Dos Equis.
Y'all tripping. This is the vaccine right here. Give you a small dose of Corona each time. you build up your tolerance.
Nah, I'm good. I'm about to just do this. Take a shot challenge, whatever. I'm tired.
Yeah,
but
everybody take a shot challenge, huh? 3-man weave is challenging everybody. Take your shot.
See a shot, take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I finished my bottle, and I don't know if it would be smart to open up another one, so I'm gonna just chug it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go. Chug.
Hey, you rusty.
Yeah. It's hard to chug. Ice cold beer. That beer look cold.
Nah, Bremo AJ could've.
Bremo AJ could.
Yeah,
Father AJ can't.
Yeah, but speaking of that, where is Chase?
Bro,
he late for his own arrival.
Unfortunately, he was supposed to be here Sunday, the Sunday that just passed, and I think he's taken up after me, where he's like, I'm gonna do this shit on my own time.
He's gonna be a big boy. He's gonna be a big boy.
Yeah, we had a doctor's appointment Thursday. They estimate he 8 pounds right now.
Yeah. So that was last week, so he might be 8.5, 9. Like, only benefits could come from staying in the oven longer. You feel me?
That boy 8 pounds.
He getting that extra immune, and it might be so. He might be smarter than us. You know, he in there. He listening. He like the
I ain't going to that.
I've been saying he like, look, hey, I'm gonna see y'all in November. Get all this shit cleared out. You know what I mean? I'll be there in November. He gonna pop out looking like Shaq. He's gonna be like he gonna be nutritious and big and strong. But no,
I John Henry.
John Coffey.
John Coffey from the Green.
You gonna force him to play a sport?
I'm not forcing him to play a sport. I was actually talking to my mom about. I was actually talking to my mom about this because she got here last week. But I was talking to her. I don't think he would, not want to play sports just because who his father is. Like, I played every sport growing up. I'm a sports fanatic, and so I think he's going to want to play sports. But as he gets older, I'm going to do a better job than what people did for me, and letting you know that this isn't the only way. Okay. I'm going to teach you about entrepreneurship, teach you about, starting your own business, searching, the market, finding a need and building, a product that fits that need, or creating a service that fits that need, and working for yourself.
Who are you?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Father Nip.
You know what I mean?
Fatherhood Nip.
This ain't college AJ. This is a more mature. I've always hated people who said mature and athlete.
Yeah, bro. I hate people that say athlete, bro. There's
but mature. That's
mature.
the corniest thing ever.
But mature is putting the pinky out on it. That's putting the pinky out on it.
I put my pinky out on it.
First person I ever heard say mature was my 6th grade elementary school teacher. And PG County, 6th grade is still elementary school. And her name was actually Miss Johns. And her husband was Vernon Johns. If y'all don't know who Vernon Johns was, he was a civil rights leader. Yeah. So
civil rights nigga.
So
he was civil rights nigga.
So, but like she always said mature, right? And at first I had that same inclination that AJ had. I was like, this is whack. Like she just doing some, cause she was real fancy. Like she wore Chanel every day. Like back in the day, like she was rich. Like I had went to her house one time to pick up something, and she literally was rich, bro. I don't know because of what her husband did, but she was a fancy lady. But as I grew older, every single person that I met, AJ, that said that word mature, they were successful, man. And so I had to change my thoughts about it. I was like, yo, everybody saying mature be looking like me. Everybody that be saying mature be having a bag, be having access to capital. So it's like I'm like you. From now on, I'm saying mature because I'm trying to be on the winning side.
What was y'all best sport though?
Growing up?
Like what was, I know not y'all favorite sport, but what was the sport that you was really the best at?
I was best at football. If you go to my stepmom's house now, it's just littered with football trophies, all the way from 3rd grade and until the 10th grade when I actually tore my ACL. I was probably the fastest person on the field. And actually my first 2 years in high school, I kicked field goals, played tailback and safety. So it was like, but I skipped school. A lot of people don't know this. I skipped school before we played Potomac, the last game of my 10th grade year. I skipped school at a girl's house, and her parents came home, and I had to jump off of her deck the day before. And when I jumped off of her deck, I think I partially tore my ACL because it was like tweaked, and I limped all the way home. And it was a long walk home, like from her house. Like it was one of them times where I caught the bus out of her neighborhood. I was a little bit risky dog, right? But then her peoples came home, so it was like. But the next day, all day, before the game, I was just like my leg. It felt funny, and on the very first play of the game, was a 36 off tackle. And and that's really a play for our fullback, but because our fullback actually sucked at running the ball, and we ran a wing T, so I normally was offset of the quarterback. But on this particular play, I would go to the fullback position, which is directly behind. Our fullback would be in the tailback position, but he would go in motion on the 36 to be that lead blocker for the off tackle. And I got the ball, man. And I tried to do a move on the first guy that came through, and fullback did an awful job blocking on this play. It was in the backfield, and I tried to do a move, and man, my whole knee just gave in, bro. And that was the end of my football career. But to that point, football was a breakout sport for me. But I also ran track. I was really good in track, and I was also good in basketball.
My pops used to always tell me run track, and I used to hate. I'm like, I'm not running no track. I hate running. Like, if it ain't for no sport, I'm not about to just go run. Like,
hey,
run. I've always said anybody who runs like cross country for pleasure is a serial killer.
Facts.
Got to be.
Facts.
Like you love pain.
You just if you're not a serial killer, you're a masochist. You just love pain.
Yeah, you love it.
I mean, I hate basketball is my favorite sport. It's my favorite sport to play. I played football too. I was nice at it because I had hands and I was quick. I wasn't really fast. I was quick though. I found it out. I had to find that out.
You still quick for your size.
Yeah, I thought so. I always thought so.
The hell first step is out here.
So, but baseball was really my best sport, but I didn't think it was cool enough. Like, if my people would have just told me that,
Big Hill, you dropped the ball, Big Hill.
He definitely did.
We could be
right. I came from a football. I came from a baseball family. My mom played softball. Pop's coach. Aunt played. Baseball
wasn't cool enough.
I ain't think it was cool, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm not about to play baseball, bro. This ain't for us.
What you think now? You think it's cool now?
Oh. 100 million, dude. 100 million is the coolest thing ever in life. I'm sick to this day.
Oh man.
And I was alright in baseball too, yo. Like for real. Like I had it all overall. I had enough power, had the speed to steal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The defense was there. You know what I'm saying? Had enough throw power to get you up out of there. Like, if I'd have stayed to it, I could at least. I might could have got somewhere. I might not say I would have went to the league.
You could have, but you could have. Like I went to Bethel High School like my senior year. So everybody knows that Bethel High School put out a lot of good athletes. But my homeboy Tuck, he actually got drafted. You know, he played for Bethel's baseball team, and he got drafted right out of high school to the St. Louis Cardinals. He never went, which turned out not to work out well for him because he didn't go to college either. So it's like he just squandered the opportunity, but that was a real life thing. So it's like baseball, you can at least make it to the minors and give yourself a chance if you're just somewhat decent. But just to piggyback off what you said earlier, basketball was also my favorite sport to play. Like I wasn't the best at basketball, but to me that was the funnest, and it was the one sport that you could play year round if you had like a goal close by your crib or actually in your driveway or something.
So the sport that I loved to play was baseball. Well, actually, my best sport was football. I mean, I played wide receiver, but I was out there blocking like George Kittle. I could catch like crazy, and I had hella speed. But I was lazy, and I hated football practice because to me, it's like football practice hurt. Like these Oklahoma drills, I am sick of them. Like I am like
you had a concussion for sure.
I'm one of those people. Be it like they started me at wide receiver, but they would put me on defense sometimes, and I was like, if I'm gonna play, I want to play defense full time because I'm tired of getting hit. I want to hit somebody.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But they was like, no. But they was like, nah. Like we need you here, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then to me, it was just like baseball. Baseball was like playing the game. I just go out there, I go shag some fly balls, I go take some batting practice. You know, I go out there, do some, outfield assist drills and stuff like that. I go, work on my base stealing technique. And I was like, okay, at the end of practice, we run a couple poles, we do some cardio, but it don't hurt. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this a little bit longer. And of course, I started getting concussions from baseball, which was ironic.
Concussion in baseball.
What?
So I got hit in the head by 3 different pitches.
Dang.
I got knocked out. Yeah, I got knocked out unconscious by running into the catcher. I got knocked out.
Yeah.
I got knocked out unconscious for diving for a fly ball and collided with my.
Baseball is nice when you put it like that.
So I was diving for a fly ball and I hit my center fielder's knee, knocked me out unconscious, and then I've gotten some concussions from some other shit. Getting jumped. Riding a big wheel, hitting the back of a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a ghetto child in Cincinnati.
So I've had plenty of incidents, but I was actually pretty good in baseball too. The only thing was, like, if playing in the field was all it took, I would have went to the major leagues and been a Golden Glove winner. But I couldn't hit. I had glasses, but I hated wearing my glasses because they had a whole lot of medicine in them, and so they was kind of thick. But I couldn't wear contacts yet because it's just like I couldn't get past the thing of like, man, I gotta touch my eye, so I couldn't hit for shit. But like I played on the like Cincinnati's like biggest select baseball team. Like we've had like Ryan Terrio, Matt Harvey, Ken Griffey Jr., Mark McGuire, all of them have like played for this team. And I was like, but I just would strike out all the time. So I just started using my speed. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just lay down a bunt and I'm
probably would have made it, man.
I'm gonna just lay down this bunt and I'm gonna try and beat it up. I mean, that's chicks dig the long ball, right? That was all that mattered. I mean, they didn't really care about my diving catches and outfield assists, which I led.
I'll tell you one thing.
I led the Southwest District in, but that's neither here nor there.
One thing that you resonated with me just made me realize why me and Jeff, who was my fullback, had to switch on that 36 off tackle. You said that you used to be out there blocking like George Kittle. Now I remember I had to go back to my high school practice and remember I sucked at blocking, bro. And I was a lead blocker on that 36. So I think that the coach really just switched that because I was not going to probably get my block, and Jeff was gonna do a better job, and that's probably why he let that block go that I tore my ACL on, because he probably resented me some because that was actually his play, and I stole it because I wouldn't do my job on it. It's like I didn't understand that until you just said that now, but I do remember I sucked at blocking, bro. I really sucked at blocking. And most times I would get a holding call.
Billy Bob. He went full Billy Bob from Varsity Blues.
Yeah. I would whiff on blocks. I would just try to fall down in front of them to trip them up. I did not like blocking, bro.
Now for me,
chop block cannon.
I didn't want to be engaged because every time I got engaged, I was the person that got manipulated. You feel me?
I don't know what it was for me. Like I knew we wasn't running offense, like running the ball offense. So I'm like, I got to try to model my game after somebody. So I used to model my game after Hines Ward.
He was a beast.
So it's like, I'm ready for I'm blocking whoever. I didn't care what was your size. Now mind you, I was a buck 65. Might have been a buck.
That's a good size in high school, bro.
Bro, I was like 120.
That's good size. Like, wow, bro.
Man, listen, bro.
I played safety in high school, bro, and I was 150. And so you 165, so now I gotta match up with you. You see? And so speed would have been my play, but you would have definitely been stronger than me. Hence why I didn't want to get engaged, because if I engaged you, you would have been able to manipulate me wherever you wanted to on that outside run.
I had the mindset to block anybody. I ain't care the size, none of that. I was crazy with the blocking.
Crazy with it?
But let's flip side to the defense.
You ain't want to make no tackle.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
How can you block good and don't make tackles? I never understood that, bro.
That's what they was trying to figure out. They could not understand what was this mindset you had. Killer instinct, ready to block anybody, go up, heads up, anybody, do whatever you got to do to block. But now when it's come to trying to tackle, I'm like, bro, you're not about to embarrass. You're not about to run me over, embarrass me.
We had people like that on my team, bro, and we couldn't figure out how you can block but can't tackle. You're strong. Do the same thing that you're doing to control the block, to control the tackle.
It was a mentality thing for me, yo. Because I was thinking about it. Like, when it came to blocking, you told me the technique. Boom, I already knew what to do. When it came to tackling, I'm over there. Oh, you told me you to break down like this, and now I'm doing all that all that you told me to do. Next thing you know, you about to run me over, dog. Nah. And then there's people in the stand. Then you got to go ridicule. Oh no.
In high school, when you miss that tackle, you gonna hear it in that stands, bro.
But the thing about it, what pissed them off the most was like, I can understand whatever they was telling, whatever they taught me, I could do it. So if he told me, and I'm gonna do what you tell me to do now. Don't tell me I ain't gonna improvise. Yeah. So if you tell me to cover this flat,
that's all you do.
I'm covering the flat like you told me to cover the flat. Like, you know, I'm not about to just dive over here because I see you told me to cover the flat. So I was textbook for what they did. So they like, man, you can cover. We need, but you just a liability. I'm like, I'm not about to play corner, bro. Like, you're not running me over. Like,
bro, we ran
100%.
We ran the cover 3 in high school, right? And I told you I played safety. So majority of the time in the cover 3, the safety, the position I played, would go down and cover the flat, right? And so I wasn't improvising too, right? And so one time my coach just came over to me and said, and this was live during the game. He said, "What the hell are you doing, Cannon?" I said, "We in the cover 3, coach." I said, "I called the play, so I know we in the cover 3." He said, "Okay, all right, you're right." He said, "Tell me what happened there." I said, "The running back came into the flat," and I said, then he turned it up on the wheel route, right? He said, "Okay." He said, "Was there anybody else coming towards the flat?" I said, "No." He said, "So why wouldn't you just go with him on a real route if you done already secured the flat and just know?" I said, "I don't know," right? And I did that the very next time that they ran that wheel route. I went with him, bro, and got a pick. And so from now on, whenever I played the flat, I would play it, and I would make sure that there was no crossing route coming to it, or no back leaking to it, no tight end, or no wide out crosser. And if there wasn't, I would follow the initial flat person, because the initial flat person is always a decoy. He always running the double move, a flat and out, or a flat and slant, something like that. So then I would start following him afterwards. And that's how I got most of my picks in high school, was the peel off after they thought that I was in the flat. So you gotta improvise to be good in football.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask y'all a question yet?
Go ahead.
Did we introduce the podcast yet? Let them know where they can find us and stuff.
Man.
You can catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3-Band Weed, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Band Weed, _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weed@gmail.com.
Episode 68, baby.
Terrible.
We're just in here talking. Bunch of bullshit.
That conversation flew though.
They family, man. We feel like we can open up. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, so I want to ask y'all a question. How y'all been holding up in quarantine?
Man,
quarantine been rough, bro. It's rough.
We can take another drink, bro.
I just know I'm not even that type of person that like to be out a lot when it's not quarantine. But what I don't like is not having the options, bro. That's really messing with me. Like I'm actually to the point where I wouldn't mind waking up and actually having to go to work, bro. I'm that sick of this. Like I don't have a good schedule. Like it's like I go to bed early sometimes. I'm waking up at 3 a.m. I'm up from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. Then it's 8 a.m. I want to take a nap. I want to sleep to 12. I don't have no good structure in this whole thing. So it's like, whew. And not only that, I just been in my house. I really been living this quarantine life. I just been in this house with just me, one other person, and my dog. And so it's like, you the only person that you, AJ, and Michelle, the only other person that I physically talk to. Well, you ain't even here. You remote, AJ, so you ain't even physical. So y'all two the only physical persons that I've met since March 13th, and I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of it,
bruh. Somebody, please come get my daughter. Please, I love her to death. Please come get this Tasmanian devil away from me.
Not Tasmanian devil.
She going through it. She quarantined. She mad.
I feel it.
And, bruh, come get her. Help me.
Adults having a hard time. You think
Help
a 2-year-old supposed to just swag through this?
Bruh. She wake up. She start off cool every morning. She wake up cool.
Where the playground's at, Dada?
That's what I'm saying. She want to play.
The playground's closed, Dada?
She eating everything, and then she ain't eating. Then she fussing for no reason. I mean, she just fussing for no reason. Then she won't nap.
You can't take her to no release spot.
I can't go nowhere. Cause normally I'm like, boom, I can go get you tied somewhere. Nope, can't take it nowhere.
We
can't
go get ice cream.
Can't do nothing. Can't go nowhere. Can't sit down nowhere. Can't get you nothing. You don't want to watch no movie.
Poco.
You don't want to do nothing. But fuss. Somebody pray for me. Pray for him.
You need to get her a brand new iPhone. The seller, like, just let her unwrap that packaging, man. And might.
That last 5 minutes. we letting her open up mail. You know what I'm saying? She happy, present. You know what I'm saying? She happy. She like, ooh, look at this. Yeah, cool. 5 minutes. Back to normal. It's crazy.
I tried, man.
It's nothing. Nothing we can do. Come get her. Come get her.
I mean, y'all know how I am, right? If I didn't have to have human interaction, I'd be perfectly fine, right? But I'm stuck in the house. I'm expecting a child.
Mm-hmm.
But yet I'm working. Do you know how hard it is trying to work from home and then you have a person looking at you who can't work and they're also 9 months pregnant and they're acting like they're bored and they need some attention and something to do, and you're like, can you? Like, I can't tell you to leave me the fuck alone because I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
But I really just want to tell you to leave me the fuck up. I really just want to tell you to leave me the fuck alone, just to leave me the fuck alone, because I don't like I need some space.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
know, bro.
I've risked my life multiple times just to go to the grocery store and say, you know what, I'm getting out the house. I go to the far grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
there's literally a grocery store 2 turns away from my house.
Yeah, we know.
I will jump my black ass on the highway and go 3 exits down to 485 just to go to Harris Teeter and sit in the parking lot for 20 minutes, listen to some music, just look at the sun. I feel like I'm pledging.
You need that inner peace.
But you are pleasure.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, like, I understand exactly what you're going through.
You ain't even got the hell week yet.
And I keep, we had, like I said, personal conversations we didn't have. I'm like, hey, it's going to get worse, brother.
Man, speaking of daughters going crazy, look at me. His daughter in the house on quarantine going crazy.
In the main room. You should see the room. I'm telling you, man. And I'm telling AJ, I'm telling you, it's going to get worse, brother. It's going to get worse.
I know.
Muse,
I know.
I hope
Before it gets better. Before it gets better. And I'm telling you, yo, crazy question. Can you be in the delivery room? I didn't mean to ask you this on air too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. But yes, I can be in the delivery room, but they've only as of now they've only limited to 2 guests.
Oh yeah, you and her mom.
And the visitor, like the doctor's appointments, I just stopped going to because it's like they got so strict and stuff. So I was like, I just stopped going to those. But yeah, currently they're limiting them to 2 guests, and that's subject to change.
And so did they tell you about when a baby is born? So when a baby is born, normally family can come in, they can see the baby, especially if everything is fine with the baby. So when the baby is born, did they tell you?
Oh, ain't nobody else coming to the hospital anyway. Like,
yeah, because can't nobody visit. Yeah, so you're right. So
it's like nobody's coming to the hospital, and honestly, I'm cool with that because now I don't got to show nobody my child until he start getting some features. Because
because he's gonna be extra light skinned when he first comes out.
Yeah, straight up beige.
Right.
If I had
the audio, I would.
He's gonna be opaque
right there. You said he
gonna cut some crackers.
Hey, every day I'm gonna just send you the Pusha T track.
And when Chase get 10, I'm gonna let him listen to episode 68, man. I'm gonna give it. That's gonna be my gift on his 10th birthday.
I am sending AJ's the Pusha T disc every day till he showed me the picture. You are hiding the child. You are hiding the child. I'm gonna keep sending them that part. You are hiding the child.
I don't care about everybody else. I better get that initially born photo. You can do whatever you want with the rest of your friends. I better get that initially born photo. I need to see my guy.
But I'm thinking a lot of people. I'm thinking people have now that people have even. I don't know. I'm going off my experience now. They gave us time before they came to see Dakota. Like,
as you should.
Because most people was like, because they still susceptible to germs, even if it's before the corona. A lot of people still give you your necessary time. Like, we didn't have a lot of visitors in the hospital other than just immediate family. So I think you're gonna be all right, man. I'm telling you, I wasn't privy to a natural birth. I hope you get to experience that. You might want to text other people that have, because I had a C-section and I skated. So.
Oh yeah, I'm staying above the border. Because it's a travel ban anyway, so I ain't really going down to go see below the border and what else happens down there.
I know if it's what he'll describe, you can't because it's a surgery, so it's like you gonna be behind.
Yeah, well, if you have a C-section, you definitely skating. It's big old curtain.
No,
just in there.
I can't even say that because my aunt she had a C-section.
It was still it was scary.
Oh,
it's
man.
scary, man. It didn't sound like what I thought. It sounded like some severe stuff going down.
My aunt, she had a C-section and she was telling me about it. She said, she looked down and all she saw was a whole bunch of Johnsonville bratwurst.
Man, I don't even want to think about it, man.
Sitting on the table next to her, and she almost passed out. And then she seen the doctor go in like she was Aaron Rodgers taking a snap in the center and grab a whole alien by the head.
By the head, bro.
and just pull that nigga out. I'm like, I'm cool. Yeah, I don't need none of that.
I'm telling you, when the power tools crank up, you really gonna be cool.
Bro, straight up.
And when you can hear it like when it get into flesh, bro.
But I ain't seen none of that, so I was good. I was just being a good old coach. I was Jason Garrett. I was clapping it up. You got it, baby. Hey, I'm telling you, you gonna know when them drugs kick in, bro. Yo, she gonna be the nicest. She's ever. I looked at my wife. I'm like, oh, I know you high. I know, cause I love you. I'm like, oh, what? You almost killed me yesterday. I almost ain't make it here today. I'm telling you, like, oh, she high. That's when you're like, okay, this that good moment right here. You can check that's the good moment right there.
Yes, sir, man. But hopefully everything will go according to plan. My guy gonna get here super healthy. And gonna be a bundle of joy for you, AJ. No sleep. AJ coming soon to a theater near y'all, man.
He gonna be good, man. I'm gonna give him the tempo.
Our eyes gonna be red as hell.
I'm gonna give him the playbook, man. He gonna be good.
Yeah, no, we good.
These hazel eyes that AJ got, they gonna be
pecan. They gonna be pecan.
Oh yeah. Nah, but while we on this real quick, can we just bow our heads and say a quick prayer for Steph Curry? Because I just couldn't imagine being quarantined with Aisha.
Why you say that?
Have you seen the videos that they be posting?
No, I ain't really seen no videos. She OD'd.
But that's him.
But
they are compatible.
But she might be OD'ing, bro. He might be sick of it, like AJ said. You get sick of stuff.
They might be compatible, but man,
it's only so much you can do.
Some of it, I just be looking at Steph. I be like, man, somebody tap the tea glass and let bro get out, because I feel like he be trapped sometimes. I 100% understand what it's like to love someone to death, but want to get the fuck away. Get the fuck away from them.
Space is good. It's not a bad thing. It's good. It's actually healthy for a relationship. If you are smothered, only bad things can come from being smothered. You get irritable, they get irritable. It's like I can't sleep being cuddled. I don't know about y'all. Like, I need freedom. I don't care if it's Halle Berry, man.
What you trying to get signed? You trying to get signed before Clowney in the swim move?
I don't care if it's like Halle Berry or like the baddest chick. Like, bro, I cannot sleep that way. It's uncomfortable to me. I need freedom to turn and move, and I don't want to be stifled by your hotness, because
hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: you got 5 minutes before I fall asleep, and 5 minutes in the middle of the night when I wake up. Outside of that, do not touch me. Get off of me.
Thought I was the only one. I'm glad to see I'm not alone, man.
You
like cuddle?
I'm a cuddle teddy bear. Hold me.
He'll definitely need a little spoon. He'll
hold me. You know.
He'll trying to be the little spoon. He won't diamond the jetpack him.
But saving her, she don't like the cuddle. She be like, get off me. I'm like, you know
she got my mentality, bro. It's hot, bro.
So diamond a real nigga.
She is, man.
Yeah, so I grab a pillow. You know, I grab me a pillow
between the legs.
No, for real. I cuddle with a pillow. I mean,
I do. Listen. I do cuddle with my pillow too, because
I'm a cuddler.
It's no heat. It's like my pillow don't generate heat, bro. It's not 98.6, so I don't need to be away from it. And it's conforming to whatever I want. So it's like when someone else put their arm on you or something, it's like I'm restricted now. Like, dang, I want to spread my leg. Like, get your leg off of mine. Like, back up.
You know what? Now that we talking about sleeping,
you know why I don't like to cuddle? Because if I don't cuddle nothing, nobody is trying to wake me up in the middle of the night to have sex. Like, okay, no, I ain't really trying to do this. Like, because you ain't.
I agree.
I
agree.
That's
part of the reason that I'm like, I'm 100%.
You wake me up in the middle of the night, I am going to intentionally give you the worst 37 seconds of your life and roll back.
And I'm going to be done.
Because I
first of all, I ain't waking up. I done gave you all the best that I done got. So when I roll over, go to sleep.
That's it.
That's it. Wake me up in the morning, get some more. You get some more. In the middle of the night, here.
Because what you not about to do is wake me up at
just 60.
I ain't getting up.
What you not about to do is wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and then try and foreplay. No,
you either
either gonna be primed and ready, Because I'm not about to be out here cranking shit like I'm not about to be cranking shit like $30 lawnmower. Yeah. You better be good to go.
You better be good to go. I'm going back to sleep, AJ. What you talking about? Listen, if you wake me up at 3:30, you better be offering services. You see what I'm saying? Because and then after your services, I'm still only got 30 to 60 seconds because listen, for me to do what I do, for me to perform at high peak, I need to be awake. You see what I'm saying? Because if I'm tired, then I'm only gonna think about the end goal. Once you start me up, I'm only thinking about the end goal now. And that's once you lock in your mind, that's your focus. So it's like if I'm awake, I got energy. I'm like, okay, I'm here for whatever work you want to put in now. Like, yeah, I'm here for that now. So if I'm awake, yeah, so let's just catch me before I go to sleep, like Hill said.
That's what I've said. I done gave you the best that I done got. And once I roll over, I'm not getting up. Ain't no getting me up.
I will get up, though.
I ain't getting up.
If you are providing services.
I ain't getting up.
I'm going to tell you like this. You wake me up in the middle of the night, the thing that you better be, I pass you, like, you better be waking me up to say, hand me my vibrator. Because that's all I'm going to give you. I'm going to pass that to you, and I'm going to roll back over.
You're not that old. You're not that old, AJ.
AJ
look,
old,
man. Look, I'm telling you.
They don't do a lot of that extra.
Look, hey. I'm. Let me not say that.
Please don't.
Speaking of that, do y'all really know the beauty of a good mattress?
Bro,
do we really know that?
I have a temper.
Nigga,
what? Are you talking to?
I'm team sleep number over here. I just got this sleep number.
I've had a Tempur-Pedic for 5 years. I already know the value of a good night's sleep.
We just copped that sleep. And I've been changing the number all.
The 13-inch full memory foam joint, king size.
Yeah, I got 13 inches too.
Why do you want to hold me all night when you got all this space in this king size?
All this space, man.
If you don't get your ass over there, because first off, we don't even like sleeping under the same amount of stuff. I just like having a nice little blanket and sleeping warm. Yeah. You gotta have sheets.
Oh, I don't like sheets.
Sheets, a cover, and a comforter. I feel like I'm being kidnapped. Like I'm like you tying me up or something. Like I need freedom. I need my arms to move. I need to feel like, you know what? If I gotta get up and run, I can do that shit. Like I feel like I'd be lost and drowning.
Tell you the benefit to a Tempur-Pedic. Bed bugs cannot live on it. And of course I know that y'all are clean and all that, but I work in a school system, so it's like kids might bring bed bugs in the classroom or something like that. You see what I'm saying? We are distance learning now, so that ain't been a concern. But the average mattress, when you buy it, let's say your mattress weighs 60 pounds when you buy it. 10 years from now, your mattress will weigh 80 pounds. 20%, not even 20%. The 20 extra pounds is going to be your skin cells that have sank into the mattress.
Yep.
Bed bugs that have crawled into the mattress, and dust that have seeped into the mattress. And so your mattress that was now 60 pounds is going to be 20 pounds heavier. And if you were to cut it open, you would see all of that soiled mess in there, which is why the dude who sold me my Tempur-Pedic sold me, because bed bugs cannot penetrate the Tempur-Pedic. My soiled skin cannot penetrate it. So it's like, once I hit it, my Tempur-Pedic got a little cover. I take that thing off.
I ain't penetrating nothing when I'm trying to sleep.
And wash that. Yes, your dead skin cells are though. They fall onto your mattress. If you ain't got, but you got memory foam, so yours is probably the same way as mine.
Who is company? Who your bed?
Who is it through?
Yeah.
Shit,
but
nigga,
peasant.
But most memory foam,
I got it off Wayfair.
They stole it from the Tempur-Pedic patent. It comes from that Tempur-Pedic patent, which it's a NASA material, and that's why it don't absorb. So it's like I could spill a drink on mine, and the top cover will be stained, but the actual mattress, if I unzip the top cover, won't have anything on the mattress because it's solid. You feel me? It's a foam, but it's closed off. It don't have any pores.
Tell y'all about my sleep number that I just got. You know what I'm saying? You like change the numbers. Yeah. Change the numbers. You know, you make it soft. You make it firm. You know what I'm saying? And they got responsive air. So if you feeling hot in the night, you just give you that breeze. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sold on that.
I'm telling you. And we got a 25-year warranty on that thing.
Oh, yeah, I got
you know what I'm saying?
I got the 25.
That
sleep number.
That shit don't cover nothing
They
but
also
earthquake.
split the bed in half, too, right? So she get her half.
Yup.
And your half. See, I don't have that. That's elite.
Yeah, but we didn't get that version either. But
that's too much money.
That's a lot of money. But we didn't need that because she asked me, did I want? No, she asked me, did I want that? I'm like, nah, I can just prop my pillow up if I want.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on.
Cool.
Certain stuff you don't need.
Most of the time, anyway, we cut the TV off so I won't be able to watch TV anyway when I lay down. So when I get in the bed, it's time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But I can make it slow. I can make it way softer. Like I can make it sink. Like I'm in a cocoon. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been snoring hella hard in this sleep number. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I had stayed in a Marriott before that had a sleep number bed, and I prefer it soft because I already have a Tempur-Pedic, so naturally my mattress at home is soft. So it's like I went to a hotel, man, and like you said, I didn't know what my sleep number was, but I found it when I was there, and man, that thing was like a cocoon, like you said. That jump was just hugging me and everything. So it's like, I can only imagine what kind of mattress you had before. Just a standard one.
One of the cheap one, coil cheap joints that you had to let it. That you had to let it that they brought. They mail it roll. Yeah, they mail it roll. So then you gotta let it deflate.
That's bad on your back.
It was, bruh. We used to wake up like. And one day she woke up. She like, you know what? I can't take it no more. I'm like, you know what?
Don't ever buy a bed that comes to you rolled up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please don't. But a lot of them do.
Yeah, because it's trying to trick people. But it's like, how much support do you think it can offer you if it came rolled up? What you think gonna happen when you lay in the same spot?
I am gonna vouch for the purple firm.
If you got the technology, you got the technology.
Cause purple is built for that. Yeah. They the only ones legit built for the rolled up and do your thing. But other than that, don't get your mattress off.
Purple. Give us a sponsorship. My man just separated y'all from every other fold up mattress.
Facts.
30% discount. Use the 3-man weave code. Set it up.
Holla at us. 3 man.
So, Hill, you made a post that inspired me to ask a question.
Okay.
At the end of this quarantine, what is LeBron James' hairline gonna look like?
Should be bald.
Oh, bro, go ahead. Come on home, bro.
I could only imagine what. Like he tall, so TikTok ain't catching everything that's going on up there. But I just know that because he ain't trying to have an in-home barber come to his crib and be around Zuri. Even though, like we pointed out, the Lakers reported that there were some Lakers that had the Rona.
We still
don't know it. I don't think that's a coincidence. But yeah. I feel like LeBron gonna come out of this quarantine wicked.
I've been texting Hill prior to this whole thing. Like, look at Bron at the free throw line. Like just cut it, bro. I would never walk out the house if the day that mine look like how Bron looks. Like it's a landing strip. You could already see whatever you have is man-made. Like that's not your natural hair. You should just go bald, bro. You have a nice beard, so it's like. Dudes with beards, you should never fear going bald. The sooner you go bald and embrace it, the sooner people will get used to you seeing you like that. Right. But if you hold on, it looks pathetic and awful.
I'm confused. He's one of the highest paid athletes. Athlete, that's what y'all hate. Athlete. Like, he can get a hair transplant. Like, he can get the Bosley. He can get the extra Bosley.
Bro, just go bald, bro?
Tiger has braids.
Talk to him.
Has braids. Why is there braids? Nothing that
Tiger got braids now.
Tiger has braids. Tiger,
but he gave his same connect to Tory Lanez. You see, Tory Lanez look stupid, but he got a whole head full of hair.
I can't picture.
And LeBron has way more money than him.
Bro.
LeBron has way more money than him.
He got more money than Dion. Dion got his whole
hair.
He got a whole S-curl.
And it's turning gray again. Like, come on now, bro. Like, you come out of this, and you got
the landing strip.
What's Sherman Hensley?
Yeah, it's bad.
The moving on up.
But see, Jordan was willing to go bald in the 20s, like just to not look like that. So it's like what are you doing to look like? Like, are you happy when you go to the mirror and you look down and you gotta bend over to the sink?
See, this is what y'all see. Y'all, it's a going bald is a thing, bro. Like you don't. It's y'all making it seem like, oh, just go bald, cut it. Y'all got your hair. Listen, y'all got hair.
I'm promising you, bro.
You got hair.
But
I'm not even front Cannon. I can't say that it's easy.
I'm not saying that it's not easy, but I've already told myself.
Cannon, you got hair. You got the little curls now. All of a sudden,
listen.
Like, I'm not listening.
No, just listen.
I'm listening.
The day that you tell me, Cannon, you're a little thin back there. That's the last day you're gonna see me with hair, bro.
Bullshit.
That's the only reason that I have. I'm not holding on. I'm not holding on to it.
AJ, I bullshit you not.
I've already embraced the beard and bald. I've taken a picture on IG with the filter and I've seen it. I'm cool with it, bro.
Cannon, my mama told me, she was like, hey, you getting a little thin back here. And I was like, you know, I got to take it.
Barber every time, bro.
I was just afraid because my beard ain't all the way in yet.
So for you it's different.
I cut it, and I'm trying to use this quarantine time to, you know, do all I can, put all my Jamaican black castor oil, whatever I got to do to fill in these patches, because I can't go bald. And I got my mom, like, I got the flat back on my head. I'm like remember the old school TVs? I don't got that. I got the flat screen on the back. My shit is a box. So I don't got the head to go bald. I can't do it.
Yeah, and I feel you. But guess what? Hopefully you hold on. And I'm not saying, looking at my hair now and my age, I honestly think I might have hair at an old age. I might.
You are.
But if it starts to go thin and I get a bald spot, I promise you that mess is gone. Hell, I'm not holding on to that.
I feel you.
I'm going to move on.
Sometimes I be forgetting I'm talking to Cannon. But
I'm
you talking about from somebody that went through I held on way too long than I was supposed to.
Yeah, but you also had a super nice grain, and so I understood why you did what you did. And your age. I'm also at a different age. If I was that age at the same time, I probably would have done the same thing.
Okay.
You see what I'm
saying?
because
I was younger than when I was starting to go bald, and I was buying Rogaine. Yeah. I definitely didn't use the Rogaine like I was supposed to. I was using the African oil, and I started to break out. I was It wasn't contagious. It's not contagious, but what is the word I'm looking for?
What, that you broke out? Nah.
Yeah. Is it contagious?
Hives?
Nah.
Yeah, I had hives. Thank you. Oh my God, the Product 12. That's what I had an allergic reaction to the product, the super strong African
reaction.
Yeah. So I couldn't.
We are retarded.
Did you use all these artificial products?
I can't say that. I'm sorry, that's not the proper term.
You wasn't used to no real minerals and stuff probably hitting your scalp.
So I couldn't say. So at this point, I was like, I cannot save the top of my head for so much longer. So I eased my way in. It took me a while. I kept going to the barbershop and kept getting lower and lower.
But when you did it,
and lower cuts.
When you did it, I remember the first time you did it, I literally told you, it don't even look bad, bro.
That's a fact. My clientele, women, it went up.
I'm trying to tell you because,
I'm gonna tell you like this.
wore the baldy for no reason, for years.
But why does he have hair now?
Because bro, he didn't have the baldy by choice. He had it by choice. He didn't have it because that was just his thing. That was just the thing that separated him, was he wanted to wear the baldy.
But why do he have hair now?
Because he never went bald. And so all them years of not getting the shape up saved his hairline. Because he just got an even bald cut the whole time. So it was like his hair was always growing back. And now, even his shape up, like you see, his joint is close in because years of not letting someone push your joint back. That's really what happens to people. You go to different barbers. Over a course of the average man life, you're going to have 10 barbers, bro. Each one of them are going to have their own interpretation of what your hairline should be. So unless you're like Cannon and you lecture a barber the first time and give him a 10-minute spill on your hairline, then they're not going to take it serious, and they're going to put their interpretation of your hairline on, and it's going to continue. And so if I push your hairline back, like, I don't want to put your business out there, Hill, but you went to Jay. Jay is a pushback artist.
Pushback.
Which is why I never went to him. And he kind of...
Party next door or Jay?
Oh, Jay pushed me back,
bro. He brought on the early onset of your thing because bro, I feel like your body would have done better if you had more hair up front, but because your hair was protruding so far back here got stressed out.
He started giving me the Stephen A. I'm like, hold on, bro. I'm like, hold on. I just want to go. He made me shut down the whole barbershop. I switched the whole new barbershop.
And so over the last 6 years, I've only had 2 barbers. Well, I went to Jay one time when he pushed me back so far, I needed Beijing. Can y'all see my hairline? Canon. Yes, I have a full beard, full hairline, and this man put Beijing on me because he had my joint back here.
Telling you, bro.
He had my joint back here just trying to get it straight. And I had to tell him, like, you did all of that to get it straight? So after I deaded him, when I went to Odie, I said, listen, I don't care about my hairline being straight.
10-minute spew.
I want it crisp. So all I want you to do is bring it up to where my hairline is mostly at and just trim away the stragglers, bro. I don't want you digging into it, creating your own new perfect 180-degree line. I don't want that. Give me my slanted thing that God gave me and my crooked thing that God gave me, and I'll roll with that. And that has worked for me.
We gotta ask though, cause we from VA, you from DC still, you still in the area. You could have came home and got a cut if you really wanted to. AJ?
And I used to.
AJ,
I did.
You from the Natty. When you came to state, that's Virginia. How long did it take for you to get an established barber in that area? What did you do?
I'm gonna run you through some of my most interesting barber stories, because y'all know I've moved around a lot, right? So I'm gonna tell you like this: when I first got to state, Josh Ingram was cutting my hair.
Oh my God,
that's my bro.
But he's not that. But Josh ain't that bad for what you paid him.
Let's be real.
All right, boom.
I paid him $10, and he gave me a $10 hairline.
Yeah. But Josh cut mine before too, and I also told him, don't push me back. You gotta be specific, because if you let him do it, he'll create his own line, his vision of you.
But I was trying to be a bro.
I ain't trying to be on my hairline.
I was like, hey yo, my man, like I'm cool. I just need, you know what I mean, take me even all around, because I don't even want you trying to fade me out, nothing like that. Just take me even all around. Go light right here. Go light right here. He went very crisp right here. And when people try to go very crisp right here, it turns into a slant. Yeah. Like, no, because I need you to go right here, and then just, you know what I mean? Like, just
your new barber got it down pat, though.
My new barber legit, because you know, like when I moved to Florida and when I moved here, I don't play. I'm gonna tell you, because I know, because I ain't like,
you older now.
It's dangerous to get messed up now.
I can thin right here. If I thin in the back, I'm
totally
holding on. But when the lines start going back,
the Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Not
bad, bro.
You get the Dak Prescott.
when the line starts getting out, hey.
Yeah.
Look, can I tell y'all about when I moved to DC? When I moved to DC, my barber experience.
Go ahead.
So when I first moved to DC, I put in my line brother chat. I said, "Hey, bros, do y'all know anybody who has a solid barber in the DMV?" And I should have known. I love my line brother to death, but I should have known from
which line brother? We'll drop the name.
Casey Duckett.
Oh,
bruh. No, he ain't just do that. No, he just.
Listen.
No.
Let me tell him that it's so inside joke in this, bro.
He ain't just do that, bro.
Casey Duckett, bro. I love you, Casey. You my bro, but you have always been an interesting person to me, because when I first met you, I said, yo, this dude is bold enough not to have a square shape up. Like, you know how everybody, you have a square, it comes straight down. Like, Casey has he got a rounded joint, bro. And so it's like, I never could. If Casey offered me a barber, I said, I'm good, bro.
Bro, he was Stephen A. Smith before Stephen A.
As a youngin'.
You need your ass whooped. You need your ass whooped. I'm sorry, AJ. You need your ass whooped. Go ahead.
I'm not even gonna get to that story, because that's his uncle. So I ain't really about to, even though I wanted to put hands on his.
But his own shape up. Like, let's get to that story.
Well, no. No. I wore a hat for 2 weeks, but then I found a barber. He was literally like 2 minutes from my job. I used to work at Ashburn. Ashburn
I know
is
that's
not
at.
close to
Yeah,
DC.
that's
It's
Redskins
not close to
headquarters.
DC. And so he was right next to my job in Ashburn. His name was Maurice. He had just got out. And so I was sitting there getting the cut, and he was telling me about all his jail stories. And he actually ended up being locked up with someone that my pops was locked up with. And so we had a little oh, we cool. Like this about to be my barber. We connect. He gave me discounts. He held me down whenever I needed, a last minute cut because I went to Cincinnati quite often back then because that's when my pops was sick. So he would just throw me in the chair. He canceled all his, not canceled, but push back his appointments. Like, yo, nah, I got you. So one day I go to the shop for my appointment, and I go like they had a little old black lady who sat at the front desk just to confirm appointments, just to give her a job. And I was like, yeah, I'm here to see Maurice. I got a 4:30 with Maurice. She said, oh nah, Maurice is no longer with us. And I was like, oh, what barbershop he's at?
Yeah, he passed away. Damn.
No, he's no longer with us.
Damn. That's
I'm like, so
that's
this
awful news, man.
just gonna die and I need a cut. I'm going back home to Cincinnati for my pop's funeral. Like, you can't die too.
That's so inconsiderate, bro. Golly, AJ.
Nah, his hairline considered. I feel
But
him though, bro.
I
Can't
feel
just
it,
die
man.
when I need a cut, bro. Like, what's up? You gotta wait.
It's two people that are essential. Just like we going through this shit right now, when essential people gotta go to job.
That's a fact.
Drug dealers and
That's a
barbers.
fact. That's a
I'm
fact.
sorry.
Ain't
You
no
should
exception for them.
Oh, drug dealers is moving.
You are never allowed to have PTO.
Ever.
You are never
They
allowed
be
to go
disrespectful
prison.
when a drug dealer get PTO.
And I'm sorry,
That's a fact.
Ty, you are my man. I ain't gonna put you out to what barbershop you at, but you take way too many vacations to be a barber,
But
brother.
what I will say about where Ty came up from, I will say this. As far as professional haircuts, not if you're going to somebody you know like a Josh Ingram. Petersburg, to me, is a little small pocket in the world where every single barbershop I went to in Petersburg, I was happy with my cut, bro. Whether I stuck with the person or not, nobody there messed me up. And so I just say, on my experience, Petersburg is a it's a slept on barber location, man. Like people,
Because it's not a big city or whatever. You probably think, New York or something.
Yeah,
anywhere in the big city, they probably got way better barbers. But I'm telling you right now,
like
Petersburg barbers is up there.
definitely.
I'm gonna tell you like this, cause Ty Big Brother is my man's. We was cool since freshman year. So Ty cut my hair when he was in high school, before he got to the big barbershop, and he fucked my shit.
I mean,
And you still kept going to
but you gotta learn. Ty got better over the years.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Obviously,
Because even when he started in the shop, I wasn't sold on him.
Exactly. I didn't keep going to him, but I went back to him once he got in the shop, and I started seeing people come to campus like, oh yeah, Ty. I'm like, Ty?
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, nah. Then he was legit. Cause when I came up for the 50th episode, I stopped in Richmond. Ty cut me up.
But also, half of the barber's blame is how you explain what you want, man. That's one thing that I've learned a long time ago because see, from the age that I was 15 to 20, my brother cut my hair. And because he was learning how to cut hair, I could be very specific with him because that was my bro about what I wanted. And so from the time when he finally got married to his wife and he moved away from the Petersburg area and he couldn't cut my hair no more and I had to venture out, I took everything that I had told him over the years that helped him hone his craft, I told to the barber, so I was very explanatory.
Yeah, he cut me
with my explanation. And so they knew exactly what I want. I hear people going to the barbershop, they give a vague description. Keep your coats right here, take it back. They don't say nothing about, I say, bro, I tell every single barber, I don't care about my hairline being straight. That's essential. That's an essential thing that they need to know because they're going to force your joint straight. And how many things in real life does God create that's naturally straight? Most anything that's naturally is not perfectly straight. Like I watched a movie, it was a sci-fi movie, and they said God does not build in straight lines, and that's one of the premises of the movie. And so I've lived by that ever since that because God does not build in straight lines. So I know that my hairline got some natural curve to it. I want that in there. Respect that and appreciate that. And so once I tell a barber that, he now's going, okay, this dude got a different mentality. I ain't got to give him that razor sharp that some of these people are expecting for, because that in the long term will hurt me. You see what I'm saying? Because
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this. Dale
hurt me.
Dale Knight. If you try to put clippers to my face again, I will fight you because he gave me the worst haircut for probate.
Yeah, you gotta catch them. Gotta catch them. Yo, shout out to my guy Neil in Petersburg. He gave me one of the best cuts I ever had.
Neil is the real dude.
And I can't even. He's so big time now. I can't even get a cut from him.
Yeah.
But my guy Tori, he been my childhood barber since I grew up, man. He grew up with me. Like, he know from the jump. Like, I've seen him go from a barber to a owner to a barbershop. That's my guy. Yeah. Tori's my guy from the jump. So and I give him a tip. He be like, bro, what you give me? I'm like, bro, I see the progress, bro.
And I've been out here and got messed up.
And I've been paying them more than what I've been paying you. Like, your cut used to be $12. Like, what?
So what I want to do, because that's one thing that we need to do. I'm gonna shout out my two favorite barbers. My guy Bless at Fade Game Crazy 813 in Tampa, and my guy Ivy League the Barber here in Charlotte. These two dudes have been holding me down, and as I get up in age, they make sure not to fuck up my hairline, which is the most important thing. Because like I said, once the hairline go, that's when I'm like, all right.
People might not even take you serious.
You ain't got a beard, bro.
I can't do the Stephen A.
You got Paul George out here.
Yeah, I mean, like.
But listen,
super passion.
We already we done went through. We reached our time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask y'all what I asked y'all personally. I'm gonna ask y'all publicly now on our platform.
Okay.
It's our only sports topic that we had today.
Okay.
Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah,
he said finally that he may possibly wait till training camp to sign a deal. Now, I asked y'all personally, should he sign a 1-year prove-it deal, or should he sign a multi-year deal from whoever offered him a deal?
Did anybody offer him a multi-year deal?
He wants number one DN money.
Yeah, and you're not the number one DN. That's the crazy thing. You are a good DN in your scheme, but like you said, AJ said it. Let me not separate the credit. AJ said, Jadeveon Clowney has been a better run stopper than a pass rusher, and I 100% agree with that. And you could look at the sack numbers to reference that.
He's never had double-digit sacks in his career.
And sacks is not everything, because pressures are important too.
He has a lot of pressures.
But remember what I said about his pressures and his tackles for loss. He's like, those aren't, because in this league now, quarterbacks get paid, cornerbacks get paid, and pass rushers get paid. Yeah. You're a run stopper. You're basically a nose tackle on the edge. Yeah. You're not about to get Khalil Mack money, bro. I'm sorry.
Be better at beating one-on-one premier tackles, bro.
The thing that this is my only plea for him. If you watch the Seattle game of him, he was getting in the backfield. Like, absolutely. He just for some reason he just wasn't lucky. He was slipping through a tackle. Yeah. He was slipping through a sack. He just wasn't getting. He just wasn't. It wasn't registered on the statistics.
But you know what, Hill?
He was getting back there.
Hill. But you know what, Hill? I almost bagged Angela Simmons once, but did I? No.
And to what you were saying,
end of the day, none of that shit really matters.
I think you could get it though.
Are the breaks?
Oh, I know I could get it.
Those are the breaks. He beat his man, but didn't get the sack kill. Unfortunately, nobody's gonna remember that. If you want somebody to remember that, you have to make sure. Let's just go back.
So now, go ahead, talk.
Let's just go back and look at DeMarcus Ware.
Results get you paid.
He made sure that he got that sack, though, because that was important to him. You see what I'm saying? And he also knew that was going to drive. That's what helped him to get that last payday in Denver, because he could actually say, I'm a double-digit sack person, regardless of my injury history.
I'm going to get these sacks.
Come on now. So
talk to him.
Being an edge rusher, so Jadeveon Clowney should know that being an edge rusher is more, as far as rushing the passer, is more profitable than being a run stopper. And so, granted, as a coach, I want you to stop the run. I need that. But I also need these sacks if you're going to expect the large contract. So, to answer your question, Hill, I think he should have signed a prove-it deal. And I think he should have signed a prove-it deal earlier when it would have been better than what it is now. Because if I'm a GM and I offer you a prove-it deal now, I'm coming in under whatever you expect right now because nobody else in the market is interested in you. Everybody's waiting for the market to holler at you because everybody knows you're not worth the money that you were asking for.
Like I said earlier, Jadeveon Clowney, he tried to come out and get ahead of it and say he doesn't plan on signing a deal until training camp. No, you don't think you're gonna get a deal until training camp because now you have to wait. And you're gonna get a prove-it deal because somebody got hurt. But even then, like I said before, the budget's already been played out. So that person that got hurt, guess what? He's still getting paid too. So you're not finna get this $20 million you're not about to get this $20 million that you thought you was gonna get. You should have just tried to go to a contender and take less on a prove-it deal like you planned to, like you said you was gonna do initially when you planned on leaving Seattle. Go get a prove-it deal on a contender.
And this is what was really happening with Jadeveon Clowney is what they said about. I was definitely about to say that. That's proper 12. But what they said is his work ethic. They had a question about his work ethic coming out of college. Yeah. They were like, "Oh, you hit superstar status, and do you really care about being the number one guy? Do you really care about that?" They had questions about you coming out of college. Okay, you still went number one. Cool. You was in Houston. Yeah. You was cool. You know.
Same what Watt was able to do.
Exactly, but you didn't really compliment him to that.
You did
cool.
Not. You should have been able to.
How you not a double-digit sack guy and
when Watt was getting double teamed?
Talk to him.
You should have been able to really get greedy.
Talk to him. Y'all know football?
Just a little bit.
Y'all know football?
I've been learning more about it since this Rona thing, and I've had extra time. So
but my thing, I think what's best for him and everybody, for him in Seattle, to work out a multi-year deal. Go ahead. They both need each other. Yeah. That's not even. That's not even.
Fit. Seattle's a good fit for him.
They are a great fit for him, and they could try to find somebody that can fit because Ziggy Ansah, he wasn't it.
Oh, you got that. You got. I'm surprised you got that right. Say it again.
Ziggy Ansah. Almost tortured that again. You put me on pressure, but I'm just saying. I think he over here trying to wait. He trying to wait for big money. Is showing that. Do you really care about football, or you just care about getting paid?
Yeah. He's the one who said he wanted to go to a Super Bowl contender. I'm sure a Super Bowl contender.
Seattle's a Super Bowl contender.
That's what I was about to say.
We're not gonna see him play.
You're right. Hey. You're right at one. So it's like.
But look, Pete Game. For those players who usually say they want to go to a Super Bowl contender, what do they usually have to do?
Sign a prove-it deal.
AJ need
take a pay cut.
But they did.
Take a pay cut.
But he played under the franchise tag last year with Seattle. That's basically your prove-it deal.
Yeah. But the main thing is playing under the franchise tag. But playing under a franchise tag is not a prove-it deal because you basically get the average of the top 3 contracts.
I want you to say that again. Say that again, AJ.
Playing under the franchise tag to me isn't a prove-it deal because you're playing under a contract that's the average of the top 3 salaries.
It could be.
Now,
so to me, when you get a lot of these players in the NFL that's on these prove-it deals, they get under their market value, so they can take this 1 year and then maximize that when they get to the next team, and so they can get a multi-year deal.
But I want you to say your point.
I'm still here.
No, say your point.
Yeah. So my point was, I understand what you just said about market value,
which was great.
That is a great point.
Say your point.
But still, even if I'm paid above market value because I got franchise tag, right? It's an opportunity for me to swag out and say, I deserve that mega contract. Dang. And if I would have swagged out on the franchise tag, it would leave the team no choice but to have to say, we need to lock this guy up at least for a minimum of a 3-year deal. He didn't do that on his franchise tag. He was solid last year. but
then
not enough for
that,
me
that takes me to my point. How can you as an edge player, defensive end, think you about to get this market resetting contract when you're not getting market resetting production as an edge rusher? So you're playing under this franchise tag. You're a defensive end edge rusher, and you can't get me 10, 12 sacks. Shaquille Barrett was on a prove-it deal, and he ended up leading the league, and that's how you swag out. That's how you swag out on a prove-it deal.
But that's what we're saying. You had a prove-it deal, basically, under the franchise tag, and you prove
that
you prove what you were. You prove what you were.
You are who we thought you were.
You prove what you were.
Now you let us off the hook.
Now at this point, it's no need. You try to sell yourself. You know what? I want to be highest paid, and everybody thought that you were going to get a big deal. People did think you was going to get a big deal. That was the rumblings out there.
Not us.
Now off top, come on now, we better than that. But on top of that, you didn't get that. So now that you didn't get that, now it's time to humble yourself. Now it's time to keep it real with yourself. And you know what?
You got to get a new prove-it deal.
It's no prove-it deal. It's now we'll just go back to Seattle and like, you know what? Let's make a deal.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And let's make it work.
And with that being said, bro,
we at episode 68.
This has got to be the longest episode ever in 3-Man Weave history.
You can catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3-Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com.
If you want to listen, man.
Let's get it.
If you want to go head to head with one of us, the opportunity presents itself in 2020, man. Listen,
check up.
All the people out there that think they know this sports stuff.
Talk to them.
And we know it ain't a lot of sports now, but when it do come back, man, you want to get up here, you want to talk to us live, no script. You want to outpoint us, you want to out argue us, bro. Your opportunity is here. Shoot us the emails. Stop playing. If you want the chance, bro, put us out there. Friday live.
Hold on. You know what? I got this. Anybody that think they know music? AJ here.
Come holla.
AJ here. Anybody that think they know politics? AJ and Cannon here.
We bet who first took fuck some more.
You know what I'm saying? Sports, we know we here. I'm pulling up wherever. I'm gonna hold us down.
I'll argue across.
I'm gonna hold us down. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that think they know video editing? Michelle here. We here. We gang banging for the 3-Man Weave. We out, man.
Look, on another note, who else delivering y'all 70 plus minutes of content during the Rona? Like, we risked our lives to put this out.
Pot ain't dead.
But we still following the rules because right now I got 4 people in my crib, so we still social distancing.
That's a fact.
So, you know it is what it is. But listen, we out here trying to make it happen for y'all, man. That's got to count for something. We love y'all, and we'll check y'all next time.
I'm dripping lungs with gas. Rory got paid for tag. I've been on top for 20-some summers, and I wonder why niggas
doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave. We come at you with topics. No, you cannot stop it.